We tested material, we put it side by side by their competitors. We looked at it for years before we committed to doing anything. This stuff, number one, aesthetically it was superior because high density mineral bond will stay black. I don't know if the aggregate in there is black, but there's a reason for it being black longer. People like that. If you don't know anything about it, they would swear somebody repaved their road. I've had more than one person call and thank you for repaving our road when what we did was a high density mineral bond. My name's Rod Thompson. I'm with the Tooele County Road Department. Nationwide, we were the 7th fastest growing county. We found that by keeping up on our preventive maintenance, we can save dollars over the long run. So instead of doing reconstruction or a thick overlay or rehabilitation, we can do preventive maintenance and save 9 or 10 times the money, where over the long haul you're saving money and your roads are in better condition. So it's easier to do the best roads first, actually. As soon as we get a road that's put on our system, we put it on our preventive maintenance system. Every 5 years we can get some kind of surface course ideally. Sometimes that stretches out to 7 or 8 years. We're really happy with the high density mineral bond that I love using. We've used that for the last 10 years and we've made great improvements and the public likes it. We started a road inventory of our assets back in 1988. So every 3 years we do an actual inventory, I call it. We go out and do a condition assessment and determine what condition the roads are in, and we do a 5-year plan. Our 5-year plan includes everything from chip seals, overlays, surface course. My advice for other agencies might be to look outside the box and maybe look at other options rather than just do 1 or 2 different treatments. Maybe look at other things that may be more beneficial for the cost. I mean, money is what drives everything. So look at those options. And quiet little Tooele County is not that quiet anymore, and it is growing. So how do we deal with that? Number one, we deal with it when they put the infrastructure in, we inspect it, make sure they do the good job putting it in so it lasts longer, and we put it on a preventive maintenance schedule right from the day one so that those roads don't deteriorate to the point where we have to do reconstruction or overlay. We have urban clusters in Tooele County where the people live, and they live in normal subdivision lots, 8 to 10,000 square foot lots, and they have curb, gutter, and sidewalk. And we found that we can't necessarily service them by going in and doing the old chip seal that we've done in the rural areas, so we have to look at other alternatives. And one of those alternatives, high density mineral bond. So we go in and do that, and the people like it because number one, it's black, it looks good, it increases their value of their home because it looks good. You know, they like the black, and they like the fact that their kid can go out and roller skate on it, or rollerblade, or skateboard, or ride their bicycles. You know, and they don't have to deal with a bunch of rocks on their driveway. So, in my career, I know I've taken some risk, you know. I've taken some risk in terms of doing options that other people hadn't considered. But I think it's worthwhile to weigh your risk against the benefit and don't just do something because that's what somebody else did. So choose your treatments wisely and do what makes the most sense for you, but look at all of the options.
My name is Willie Jarmillo. I've worked for Tooele County for 30 years. I'm the operations manager. I do a lot of inspections. I help with budgeting. I help with different projects that the county's doing. We put out bids for different projects that are going on throughout our county. We got about 1,200 miles worth of roads throughout the county. On our surface treatments, we like to do that high density mineral bond. The lasts really good for us. We do a lot of crack seal. We got a lot of tools in the toolbox for our area. One thing that's unique about Tooele County, we're right next to the Great Salt Lake, so we get a lot of freeze-thaw cycles there. So the biggest advice I got for other agencies is try to stay on top of it. It's cheaper to pay for a crack seal or a surface treatment than it goes into chip seals. And if you don't do preventative maintenance, then you start spending a lot of money with thick overlays.